Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gamehater, the show where we play our dubious purchases and decide how much we hate them. We're continuing on with Metroidvania, and tonight is Odallus, the Dark Call.
Yeah, this is a game that's very, very inspired by the original Castlevania game back on the NES, which is kind of interesting. We're actually going to be playing the Vania part of Metroidvania.
A little more Vania than normal, which I'm actually pretty excited for. I admit, I'm rooting for this game. I hope it's good. Alright. Let's go with normal. I always like to do the default difficulty. You can knock me all you like. Haggis used to be a English soldier.
His name is Haggis.
His name is Haggis. He had lost the one he loved, but a child remained. A son.
The last Belmont.
Trevor Haggis.
He hunted and sat by campfires countless times before. Still, this night felt different. The fire talked to him. The man felt empty, as if his essence was drawn away and there was nothing for him in this world. That warm light was the only reality, and it was calling his name, Haggis! Haggis! A noise, but a noise stopped to those thoughts. Haggis, wait, I'm talking to you! Haggis! Haggis! Damn it. There he goes.
Yeah,
something is happening. Something terrible.
Oh man, he is super Scottish.
Yeah, I should be using a Scottish accent for him. Something's happening! Something terrible!
The whole village is on fire.
Oh, Griffins, we're gonna have to take him on.
Glenfinnan. Man, I should really be drinking scotch right now. I can't select location yet, that makes sense. I was going to comment, the whole angstily sitting in front of a bonfire thing has gotten really popular in the age of Dark Souls.
Yeah, I mean, like, we even had that in Shovel Knight.
Yeah, straight up. I think
it's just a convenient place to have, like, in between levels. It works.
Yeah.
Oh, you got an axe.
I wonder what... Oh, man, it goes straight.
Well, they don't want to think this game was like a ripoff of Castlevania or anything.
Alright, I seem to need another... Oh,
have you already boxed yourself in?
Yep, game over. Okay, I can ledge grab.
Oh, nice.
So maybe I could ledge grab on the other side.
That'd be something. Look at that. Wow, he is already like way more skilled than your average Belmont.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a Metroidvania after Metroid, and as we all know, the first video game of any sort to include ledge grabbing was Metroid Fusion.
That's true. It's when I think about it, it's like a shame that no other game before that ever had ledge grabbing in it.
I don't know how the entirety of the video game development community failed to add ledge grabbing.
Right. I mean, I certainly don't remember, seeing ledge grabbing in games like, say, The Lion King on the Super Nintendo or anything.
No, that
did not happen.
That was ledge clawing, which is a completely different thing.
Because, I mean, he doesn't have hands.
Right. I'm not doing so hot on health.
No.
It's almost like these kind of games can be difficult. Man, this guy, what is his deal?
I don't know, but he's blue and he's weird, and I don't like it.
No, and he just like backflips over flames as a matter of course.
Yeah, what kind of creep does that sort of thing?
It's almost like he thinks he's the player character.
Uh-oh, there's another one. You stole the axe out, you can bounce it back.
Yep, my axe does not go through walls.
But maybe your sword does.
See, look at this. This is egregious.
See, this is where your character needs to have a shield.
I would love a shield right now. It will increase your total by... Great. I'm glad my total went up by 5.
Total of what, though?
I don't know. Probably sub-weapon usages.
Okay, you're collecting orbs, and they do a thing, apparently.
Chicken.
Your health is full again. You're back in the game.
Yeah. No more being careful for me.
It's so weird to be in a Castlevania-type game and to find meat in a chest. Normally, you find those sort of things in candles.
Candles hidden in the wall. This guy seems friendly.
Oh, you can buy stuff from him.
Let's buy some chicken. Man, chicken merchants. That's another big surprise.
You can talk to him, too.
Yeah, I can afford this thing. We'll see what it does. I can talk to... Whoa.
Is that like a save thing or a checkpoint?
Oh, I hope so. That would be good. Although checkpoints also seem wrong for Castlevania.
Yeah, it's almost like
Too
they're
heavy.
making a classic NES Castlevania, but for a modern audience.
But still as 8-bit as possible.
Right. Well, I mean,
You know-
people wouldn't realize it's meant to be a tribute to the NES games if it wasn't 8-bit.
Now, this one actually looks like it's truly 8-bit. You know, often I think developers go too far and it looks like a TurboGrafx game. Not TurboGrafx, it's the Commodore 64. That's what I'm thinking of. Where, like, your character's 7 pixels.
Yeah, and you have to get at the thing where, they go with like the old 8-bit style, but it's clearly not a game that would operate on any of the old classic systems because they're clearly making use of, modern technology.
Yeah. This feels a lot truer. Maybe the backgrounds are too involved than you would get.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but I mean, for the most part, like, you even have sort of like the limited frames for the character, and almost seems like, he's almost going, like, sort of flickering out to at times.
Right. I think we're going
Mostly the
backwards.
enemies seem to be flickering.
They do. I dig the authenticity.
I do. Me too.
Yeah, those fireballs are looking really bad. Now I can't grab a ledge that isn't sufficiently large.
Well, he can only, grab things that are directly in front of him, not to the side of him. That would confuse him.
Yes, that. Maybe a Belmont can handle it, but the Scots don't have the technology.
No, I mean, this guy probably has never even fought Dracula before.
Very unlikely.
And Dracula is all about those sideways platforms.
Oh,
Man, we died.
So
it is a checkpoint.
Yeah. Oh, and I've got those amulet things up under my health, so that must be my total lives. That's true.
Oh, okay.
Man, how frustrating would that be if you could get a true permadeath game over in a game that came out in 2017? Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
Yeah.
I have a feeling
I'm
the
not
way
sure
to
what
work is
actually
like you
this
have.
is.
I imagine the way this works is you have 4 lives for each level, or 5 levels, 5 lives for
That
each
would be
level.
so bad.
Do we sort of ask, like, is this truly in the spirit of Metroidvania? If it's going off of the old Castlevania games as opposed to the more I guess we wouldn't say the recent Castlevania games, but like the post Symphony of the Night Castlevania games that sort of help define the genre.
That's a good question. I did notice some locked doors and a block that was too heavy for me to push.
Yeah.
So it's possible I'll be getting upgrades that will open up new territory.
Yeah, either that or you'll be like finding keys and such.
Right. And then we'll end up mired in the philosophical discussion of just what is a Metroidvania. Oh, this guy has a net?
That's his big attack. Like, yes, I have a net! At least he uses his hammer,
no.
too.
Well, yeah, that's...
Wow, this is brutally effective.
There was an entire gladiator style around this kind of shenanigans. The Retiaris used a trident instead of a hammer. And he got made fun of by all the other gladiators for netting his opponents.
Yeah, but he never got invited to any of the reindeer games either.
Oh, he did not. Everyone hated that guy. Well, that was a satisfying boss.
Yeah.
And he seems satisfied with my health meter after killing him.
And these random foot soldiers to take you down. So do you actually get to keep that key?
I did.
The door's still open. I like that. That's a good sign.
These guys are giving me flashbacks to Zelda 2.
Yeah, they're a lot like those little jumping rabbit guys.
Yeah. It's a little disappointing that the key was a literal key.
It's sort of a shame that this game doesn't have a shield and then go sort of like a sort of hybrid Castlevania Zelda 2 route.
Agreed.
Especially with that guy that's jumping up and down like that.
Yeah, he is begging
up and down.
for a shield. So I guess we'll just keep stocking up on these things. We don't need them.
Yeah, it went back up to by 1. So the ability to buy extra lives is pretty awesome.
This is true.
These guildsmen are attacking the village. This is treason. I've seen my boy.
I didn't voice him.
What in the names of gods are you saying? Speak up, man.
Our gods are dead, old and new. I'm my old god now. I will feast on your flesh and soul.
Oh, I hope you don't.
Oh man. Oh no.
Oh no,
So,
he's got my vagina on his chest now.
Maggots flying out of it. This is bad news all over. Oh, okay.
Oh no, what's coming out of it? Stop!
Man, we gotta slash open his internals. What a nightmare.
This is way too disgusting.
This would never get past the sensors in the 80s.
Yeah, this would never have gone on the NES. Wow, that was fairly
You didn't have
simple,
that much help.
straightforward.
Reds, I do feel strange and uneasy after that boss fight.
Yeah. It's a beast. How did I keep a comet? This weird shot trapped the beast's soul. What kind of sorcery is this? I must make haste to Gale Castle. I have to find my boy. I like how in his portrait he has sort of like a blue face, makes you think of Braveheart.
A little bit. Let's go in here.
Wow, this is super Castlevania.
Oh yeah, okay. One of the better things that the more recent Castlevania's added is the backdash. Gives you a nice sense of control when things are going horribly wrong.
Yeah, it does. Oh, you need a block.
Yeah. Okay, so this is clearly discrete stages instead of the giant interconnected map. So it's definitely more castle than Troid.
Yeah. I mean, this is sort of the you still see a lot of Castlevania type games that still do that type of dividing them up like that. Like you see that with like the Shantae games, and also Chronicles of Teddy, which I've been playing.
Yep.
Where it splits it all up like that.
True. And there was the last actual Castlevania game was Order of Ecclesia on the DS.
Right.
Ooh, I can use that. And that did something similar. Oh, good, no fall damage.
And I was like,
It all worked out. And that one had a bunch of discrete stages as well. Actually, Portrait Rue did that too.
Man, it's been so long since I played that, I don't really remember, but that sounds right. Yeah, I think I remember that more with Portrait of Ruin because there were the actual portraits, like you actually travel through paintings to get to places.
Right, Mario style. Okay.
So does that make Mario 64 a Castlevania game? Metroidvania game? Mario-vania game?
Just might. That means Sunshine is also a Metroidvania.
Yeah, it would be.
Wow, he's not respecting my axes. I love... This happens in a lot of games, and it's on my mind because I just started playing Fire Emblem. The little ding when things do no damage is so nice to me. I love it.
Yeah, it's very satisfying, except for when like developers use it in the wrong way, and then
Right.
you really think you're not doing anything, and it turns out you are.
Pressing the W button. I don't have a W.
I think there was one game that came to mind recently that actually did that, and that was actually Breath of the Wild. And it wasn't with the enemy, but it was with the ore. Or, like I'd hit it with my sword, like it didn't make it sound like it was actually doing anything. So I would stop hitting it, not realizing that I could keep hitting it and it would break it.
Yeah, that is just discouraging. You have to reserve that sound for when you're seriously doing no damage.
Yeah, it really disappoints me that Nintendo, of all developers,
Right.
did that.
They should really be more responsible.
They should. You knew that was coming.
The eyes flash before it happens.
Ah.
It's more obvious when you've got the sound.
Nice of them to telegraph that.
Yeah. I'm also digging these skelebats. You don't get skelebats
like-
very often.
So all kinds of fun things you can do with skelebats.
Yeah. Oh, those are spikes.
Spike's bad. Can you break that block? Be a shortcut later if you die.
Good thinking. Because I am gonna die. Oh no, we're disappointing our audience again.
I know, they're like, oh no, they found a good game.
This game actually looks pretty sweet.
And you're dead.
Yeah, that's a long walk. Although I've been opening
Wow, you're all the way
shortcuts.
back there.
Yeah, I did not get a single checkpoint. Gone.
But I think we all sort of expected we went into this game that we were actually going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it actually looked pretty good just from the trailer I watched. I try not to do any more research than that.
I mean, it'd be very easy for you to make a game that looks like this and then still end up it being terrible.
There was a checkpoint here this whole time.
I know, right? Did you just like walk past it or something?
I think I came from the upper segment and just didn't
different
pass.
path. Thank goodness, no fall damage. I've been playing Salt and Sanctuary and a few sections where you had to jump around, and it's so frustrating the fall damage in that game.
Oh yeah, that's bad in that one. Yeah, comment in the chat about the soundtrack, and I totally agree. It's got that nice upbeat, almost classical style. You know, obviously not actually classical, but influenced.
Look at that. See,
Yeah.
that was my genius to get you those shortcuts.
That was all you. You were like, hey, these blocks look breakable. Maybe you should take the hint. Okay, so yeah, I'm not dealing with that right now.
There was a block up there at the very beginning that you
So?
forgot.
I have to carry a block this whole way.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could use the shortcuts, but
Well, I am enjoying this game too much, so let's do an irritating challenge. Uh-oh.
that was close. Of course, you had to take the long way back.
Yeah. Well, the fast way would, I guess, be just to die, which I'm sure I'll do anyway. Oh, this guy?
Yeah, it's that right up there, yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll go right down. Give me a moment. Desperately clinging to that thing is a great feeling.
Yeah, I know,
Bat,
right?
come on, stop.
I thought you killed all the bats.
Come back. Bunch of dicks.
Don't want to get your sandals toasty.
Oh, those are clearly
That's not
boots.
so bad. Oh, damn.
Get it next time around. Yeah, what was the game? Was it Teddy that made you do things like that? It was.
It was. And that one was like especially frustrating because like this one we're doing right now, not a big deal, just a little time consuming.
Yeah.
But like the one in Chronicles of Teddy, it was like you couldn't even avoid the attacks. You
Yeah.
just had to suck up the damage.
Right, this one you could actually be strategic. And you'll also notice that they did the very good game design of putting those things in a place where they can't hurt you the first time you're exposed.
No, I'll take the long way.
I'm just making sure the block didn't go somewhere stupid.
Gotcha. It's very considerate of this game that it's not making you restart over with the block.
Yes.
Even though that part right there is a little bit long to push it.
Yeah, definitely have to do it in stages.
I feel like it should be enough that you're able to, you know what to do with the puzzle to solve it, not to actually go through all this trouble, but yeah, that's just me. Oh, I thought you were going to collect like 2 of those to get your heart increase.
Yeah, that's what I thought immediately too.
I give it to you right away.
Yeah, extra half hour and a full heal. What a swell guy. I don't know who Odallus is, but I'm glad he left those heart pieces for me. Welcome, buddy. Alright, on health. Okay, so those are just going to get more and more expensive as I screw up. So maybe I should...
So are they getting more expensive every time you buy them, or every time you buy them on a level? That's what I want to know.
The first level, the first one was 50, so I think it's just every time they get worse. I should
so yeah, that's one of those things where, yeah. That's pretty bad if it stacks for the entire game.
Yeah, I'll have to chill out with buying those. Oh, that's the stuff. See, now they went with a torch instead of holy water.
Well, I mean, he's from, like, you know, old-timey Scotland, so, you know, Christianity might not even reach there yet.
Perhaps not. And the thing about Scotland is it's covered in peat bogs, so pretty much everywhere you go, the ground is flammable.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so a torch is a highly effective weapon. So I wonder if I could have been making stairs if I did that better.
Yeah, it looks like you can keep going up there, but if you go back there, will it respawn all those?
Let's find out. That's some soup. Actually, I'm going to assume that's a bowl of haggis.
Why would haggis eat haggis?
Well, he's named Haggis because he loves haggis so much. I have no idea where to go.
Where are you going now? Oh.
Through a secret wall, apparently.
Got some monies.
Yeah, I guess up. A little stressed out by all the path options.
Yeah. You hate to miss a thing.
So do I. This doesn't really feel like a good way to backtrack. Alright, let's see what's down here.
Good to make a leap of faith. You managed to fall on something, proving that this game was not developed by someone who made a Mario Maker level.
Yeah, that's key. Every time you get a tree, you just assume it only leads to your doom.
Yeah.
And I'm back over here.
Yeah, but there was a door next to the checkpoint, wasn't there? At least I thought there was.
There was, but I just have to go through that whole sequence again, I think. Oh,
yeah.
That's what I'll do. Oh boy. I need to remember the health is precious. Oh, I had another checkpoint. Oh boy. Man, I can't believe these crappy, shambling zombies take 2 hits.
Well, I mean, you are using only a level 1 sword.
It's true. It is made of haggis.
Yeah, that's right. It's called the Haggis sword, isn't it?
Which I guess is not bad for a sword made of, like, the guts of your enemies.
I guess maybe there wasn't an extra door next to the checkpoint, but that's how it goes, right?
That's so. Well, I think that was not too bad of a detour. Because I ended up somewhere stupid, and I need to find a way to go somewhere not stupid.
Welcome.
That.
Well, that was the same amount, wasn't it? The extra life was still 80.
Oh, I bought chicken that time.
Oh, you didn't buy it? Okay.
Yeah. Probably overusing these torches. I'll be so upset when I eat them later. Now, one thing I'm finding interesting is that a lot of these ranged attacks enemies are throwing at me do not care that I'm ducking.
Yeah. It almost sort of makes ducking kind of pointless.
Yeah. Wow, clever use of the ledge grab.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. That just kept getting worse.
I guess, what were you doing?
Oh, is this gonna let me push things?
Nice. Get our first real upgrade.
Yeah, this is turning into a Zelda game now. Oh, that's...
Proper block puzzles.
Yeah. As I always say, if I'm not pushing a block around, I'm not having fun.
And now we can push bigger blocks than we could before.
Which is...
making the game twice as fun. Well, technically it makes it like 4 times as fun.
Right. The, oh, what's the law? Volume. Man. I should know this. It's like 7th grade geometry. The
Volume
surface area to volume
something
ratio.
mass.
Yeah.
Well, kids, make sure after you're done with this video, you look it up. That way you remember it.
That's right. And then you can leave a comment telling us how bad we are at 7th grade geometry. Those reminds me
Well,
of...
if I was currently taking 7th grade geometry, I'd be able to answer this, but
Reminds me of a joke from the movie Duck Soup, where Groucho is supposed to be reviewing some tax documents or something. And he's like, this is so easy, a child could understand it. Now, someone fucks me a child, I can't make heads or tails of this thing. Here we go.
Something is written. Fire, walk with me.
You got it.
Okay.
I will set you on fire, because I am a bro, and I want this dude to be alive.
Now what?
I've exhausted all of my ideas.
I mean, the fire actually did something. It's staying there, but...
Yeah. I totally lit his torch. Alright, I'll just call that a victory.
And there wasn't like any sound anywhere else indicating that something happened?
Not that I could tell.
Maybe there'd be like more than one of those you have to do.
Come on, guy. Yeah, maybe. I have to like light all the flames of Gondor.
Exactly. Otherwise, Rohan won't show up.
Light the eye. If it wasn't so far away from me, I would go back and try that.
Come on, Haggett, just walk around the pillar.
It's not that hard, just grab on and shimmy over. There's a chest down here. I don't know what I got.
You know who would not have a problem with that? Nathan Drake.
Well, if it was Nathan Drake, all these pillars would be crumbling in such a way that
Yeah.
there is another guy.
So you need to find a way to get back up there again. But you can't.
I went for the chest instead of the secret objective. Wonder how many checkpoints I missed.
Well, assuming it is a secret objective.
Seems like I should just be buying. Oh, these are pork chinks. They are not chicken. I was wrong to
Pork
imply.
shanks.
And those go up in price too. What kind of economy is this?
Okay, so you can't go through there yet.
Go through there.
You're probably gonna light the other horseman.
Probably so.
There's another one right here in the middle.
No, he's just a background horseman.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's making you waste your torches for nothing.
Yeah, come on. Friggin' decoys, man. Yeah, I love how spread out these level designs are. It's stressful, but having multiple paths and places to explore is very different from some of the older Castlevania games.
Yeah, it's sort of a really nice blend, sort of like, what you would have expected if Castlevania had naturally evolved into Symphony of the Night. Like, this is the game you would believe came between the middle of those.
This is the missing link. So, this guy's green.
Something is written. Fire, walk with me.
Let's see if that made a difference. No. Still more to do. There was a whole area downward. Oh, man. So I'm trying to decide if I want to buy the pork. I'm not going to do it, because it keeps going up in price, and I'll probably just die. In fact, I'll die on purpose.
The guy's like, man, you should have bought some pork!
The price difference on extra lives, I don't know. I'm not sure I made the right decision.
It doesn't matter really of whether or not you have enough to actually beat the game or beat the level.
Right. Torches. There we go. Secret passage. But I'm not going to go that way yet. Do I need more blocks? It seems like I need one block for each of these.
Yeah, you got like all these question marks too.
No, that was the wrong answer. So there must be some like password I'm trying to input the blocks. Okay, that was right. So remember, 2 is good.
2 is good, okay.
Oh no. Okay, I love this. I guessed right.
2, 1.
So it's gotta be 3. I should have gone in the secret passage. Okay.
2, 1, 3. Wow.
2, 3.
You are one lucky bugger.
That worked out. So I can't actually throw my axes when I'm talking about that. That is a bummer.
That was a situation where it would be really nice to have the actual arcing axes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, having a weapon like that is really clutch. And with the Castlevanias, axe has always been my favorite because it actually gives me a different attack pattern. And sometimes that's more valuable than just putting DPS out there.
Yeah, because it gives you your ranged weapon, but also lets you do your vertical attack, which is really desperately needed.
Alright, so where did that... I think this is the secret passage. Oh?
Oh. Saving?
So I guess that was an alternate exit, maybe? Yeah,
I guess so.
Boss. Found 0 secrets. Wait, select location.
This game is basically just saying you're a failure.
Yeah, so there's multiple branching paths. I didn't kill the boss, I found many secrets. How long we've been going. That seems like a good stopping point. I dug it. I'd play more of this.
Yeah, I mean, I found basically nothing to complain about.
No, it's it's obviously trying to emulate old Castlevania games. It does it very well. It puts a few modern twists into things.
Yeah, it's definitely like a classic Castlevania with modern accessibility, which makes it so much more playable, and while still feeling like you're playing one of the old Castlevania games.
Yeah, it's a very good homage to that series. Yeah, graphically it's good. Difficulty levels, pretty appropriate. I mean, we only played 2 stages.
Yeah, like what's being said right now. Like, if this had been an actual NES game back in the day, I would have played it all the time. Like, it would have been one of my favorite games. Like, this would be the game that I'd be talking about to this day if it had came back then.
Right. So, much like Jump Jet Rex.
Yeah. Well, Jump Jet Rex, actually was around about that time. You know,
that's true.
Back when it came out on the Turbo Graphics.
It is a shame that developer went bankrupt.
It is, absolutely.
They put too much money into the movie. But anyway, back to Odallus.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game I can see us coming back to, you know, later on for an actual series.
Right.
To finish it from the beginning to the end, you know. We've only ever done that with, again, with Jump Jet Rex, so that says a lot for this game.
It does. Yeah, this is what, like the fourth game in Gamehater that we both wanted to continue. Yeah, and it looks like there's reasons to go back to previous stages too. The first stage we passed one of those giant blocks, and now I have the ability to push them.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to give you pretty appropriate rewards. Like, I can see that you can upgrade your sword, and it looks like your armor could probably be upgraded too. So I imagine they're going to hide those things and, you know, those half-heart pieces in previous stages to give you incentives to go back and explore.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely want to see more of the sub-weapons too, see what they added. There's more slots. There's a spear on the screen right now.
Yeah, it looks like you have room for like 3 more on there.
Right. Oh no, shots fired in the chat. Better than Jump Jet Rex.
You know, I thought Jump Jet Rex was a good game, and I dug it, but I think this game I would prefer over Jump Jet Rex if I was to go pick one of the two to play. This is more my style, though.
Is it? Yeah. I'll wait until I beat it. But this is... Yeah, it's a contender. Alright, well, I think we've spent enough time complimenting the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, this one beat it. I suspected that this would end up with a thumbs up, and it did not fail me.
All right, so I guess we're here at our final ratings then. I mean, there's not much else to say. So my final rating is I would give it one crappy Scottish accent and a bowl of haggis.
Oh, definitely a meat pie, but not like any meat you'd actually want to eat. But since it's Scotland and you want to be polite, you're eating it anyway.
Yeah.
So there we go. Odallus, the Dark Call, gets positive reviews from Gamehater. And we don't tolerate that sort of thing, so we hate this game and we're going to bed. Good night.
Good night.
By the way, it just crashed when I tried to close it.
What?
I tried to close the game and it just crashed.
Oh.
Erase those ratings. This game is terrible. We hate it after all.